years, we've never actually done a comedy show. We're very excited about it. You guys are going to see stand-up from Mike Drucker. There is going to be a hardly working sketch. And, of course, world champion, Judah Freelander.
Great show. And we are just personally pumped to be here. I love Comic-Con. I've been coming here for a couple of years. Usually not professionally, mostly just for fun. And one of my favorite parts of coming to Comic-Con, aside from getting to spend the weekend at the lovely Javits Center, is getting to see all the different costumes from all the different comics from different worlds, from different universes, from different dimensions, all on the west side of Manhattan, under one roof.
It's like looking out at this crowd is like the greatest crossover story ever written. Like the Beyonder gathered everyone together, and he got Tyrion, and he's hanging out with Aquaman, and they're getting a churro with an anime character. They're all waiting online for the bathroom with the guy in kilts.
It's sort of like what would happen if you just gave the world's dorkiest kid a box of crayons and some LSD and just let him go nuts. And the coolest part about having all these different characters under the same roof in one place is obviously imagining what would happen if you picked two of them and made them fight to the death.
It's kind of just the best part about being a nerd is just arguing about things in general. And it's just one of the highlights. And
it's like could you imagine what would happen if like Shaggy from Scooby-Doo fought Duke from G.I. Joe? Bloodbath fest.
It'd be insane.
What'd you say?
Nothing.
You said fuckfest. You said fuckfest.
No. So Pat and I, we have.
You're imagining Shaggy from Scooby-Doo having sex with Duke from G.I. Joe. It's awesome.
It's on the internet. It's on the internet. So Pat and I, we have these.
Which brings us to our first video.
we have these debates all the time, and we thought tonight let's involve all of you in our petty little arguments. So what we have done is we have pre-selected several people that came in costumes. We're going to bring them on the stage, and we are going to debate about which one would win in a fight. And this is not who has the better costume. It's not about that.
Right, no.
If these people were really here in some sort of Thunderdome-like situation, who would win in a fight?
Yeah, this is real. What we're doing here is real. This is not about costumes. This is what really happened if these two characters were fighting. So yeah, we're going to bring them up here, pairs of two. I'm going to speak for one of the costumes, Jeff's going to speak for the other, and to help us objectively decide who wins the debate, we have our friend, please welcome to the stage, college humor writer, Owen Parsons. What's up, Owen?
Hey, Owen. Oh, there's a mic over there. Owen, we're in
microphone?
Do not look at this screen while you're up here. It'll freak you out. Owen, you were the person that picked the people in costumes. What criteria did you use for your selection?
Well, I used a 6-point skill trait system of my own design: charisma, intelligence, wisdom, constitution, dexterity, and whether it looked like they would beat me up if I asked them.
Very, very hard to find that last one.
Well, it's a natural trait.
One thing that was really funny when we asked Owen to do this, you were like, okay, yeah, I guess I have nothing. I'm doing this other thing here anyway. I guess I'll help out. And then by the time he was picking them, he got backstage. You were like so giddy. You were like, okay, here are the matchups that I think are going to be best. This guy.
So with that, let's get this started. Let's get these contestants.
Yeah, let's bring up why don't you bring up our first match?
Okay, let's bring up our first match of the evening is Mario versus Scott Pilgrim.
Alright, here guys, come over here.
Legendary matchup.
So who's defending who? Yeah, who's who here?
I'm going to be arguing for Mario, obviously.
Okay.
Mario, what is your name?
My name is Anthony.
Give it up for Anthony.
The second most Italian name in the world. Scott Pilgrim, what's your name?
My name is Alex.
Give it up for Alex.
Should I go first here?
Yeah, go ahead, dude. You're getting the water, bro.
I think Mario would warrior in his imagination. Mario is a real hero. Plus, we are obviously talking about 16-bit Mario. This is Super Mario World Mario with a cape and a baby Yoshi. That's important. He can eat anyone and turn them into an egg. And he flies. Scott Pilgrim's just kind of an emo.
He's flying right now.
So that's why I'm going with Super Mario.
He chugged 9 Mountain Dews before he came out here. All right, okay, fair enough. I will say that Mario is Italian, and Scott Pilgrim is Canadian. And we all know no one kicks ass like Canadians. So that's my rebuttal, bro.
I mean, that's a great point that Pat makes that no one kicks ass like Canadian.
I mean, it's not all in his, is it his imagination that's kind of like, we have to like deconstruct Scott Pilgrim to like understand whether or not, you
Let's
know.
break it down real quick.
Hard, yeah. Chapter 1, you've all read my blog.
I mean, Scott Pilgrim doesn't even have his sword in this situation. And Mario's got the cape, he's got the feather, he's got a Yoshi. I don't see this as even straight up as a contest.
Well, I think Scott Pilgrim...
the sword is in his heart, so...
That's a good point,
Scott Pilgrim... Okay, Mario, right? He's got to chase his girl. He's chasing her across all 3 games. This guy's got 2 girls on call. 2 bitches, 2 Canadian bitches for this guy.
All right, I think, Owen, are you ready to weigh in here?
Oh my god, this is the hardest question I've ever had to answer.
Oh.
You know what, I'm gonna have to give this to, Team Pilgrim. There are no losers up here. There are only winners.
Round. All right, that's how I like to start.
All right, let's give it a round of applause to Mario and Scott Pilgrim.
Mario, Scott Pilgrim. Sorry, Scott. Scott, you win a t-shirt from Busted Tees. There's a coupon for
What just happened?
What's going on behind me?
It's civil, man.
There's a coupon for a t-shirt from Busted Tees and a deck of college humor playing cards for on your way out. Let's get it and go back home.
Another round of applause.
Yay! Thank you, guys. That was exciting. You know, maybe we should make the next pair actually fight to the death.
Disqualified.
Maybe we should make the next pair actually fight to the death, I think.
What's that?
We should make the next pair actually fight to the death.
Crowd awesome. They wouldn't like that. All right, Owen, why don't you bring up the next pair? You guys can go battle backstage. I'll bet if he tripped, it would be the best moment of my life.
Changed my vote, that was great.
Alright.
Alright, our round number 2 is between Black Widow,
Okay.
and Lady Deadpool.
Come on out.
I swear we have people dressed like this. Here we go.
Another round of applause. All right, who's doing it? Who's defending who here? I think I'll do Black Widow. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna do Lady Deadpool. So why don't you take the opening argument this time, Pat?
What's that?
Go first.
All right, pretty simple. Black Widow in the Avengers. I think that's pretty high qualifications. I think S.H.I.E.L.D. has already given her their endorsement, so she knows martial arts, I believe. Correct? She uses weapons, right? Not handguns, but
Yeah, wrist.
yes, that's pretty cool. She's what? She has a Hulk. That's right. Thank you. Robert Downey Jr. in the audience right now. Just cramming down a taco from the food court right now. Three rows in. Yeah, I believe in that. You know, she's in the Avengers. I think that kind of speaks for itself. So you're up, bro.
Deadpool is. Well, first of all, real quick, is this Deadpool? Is this Deadpool? Maybe I'm showing my ignorance here. Is this Deadpool in drag, or is this like a different? Is this like Mrs. Deadpool?
I'm Maypool. Gotta hide from the monkey.
Maypool?
Is there some like bizarro Deadpool comic where it was like Mixian's Pitlick came in and was like, "Well, you're a woman now," or is this like a creation of your own imagination?
The monkey wanted to kill me.
Creation of your own imagination. Okay,
It's in the comic. Deadpool it has the same healing factor as Wolverine. It's going to be very hard to hurt her with. Nothing personal here. You seem very nice. Bracelets, stingers, what? Did you guys even notice when they use those in the movie? I saw it twice. There's like one scene where they like got her to use it. They don't really, you have to see it twice to get that.
Okay, so tell me the Deadpool movie, because that must have been awesome.
Well, Black Widow was the highlight of the Avengers film. We're all waiting for the Black Widow spin-off, right? Black Widow and Hawkeye, that's coming. Deadpool was going to get a movie, but they put him in the the Wolverine movie, and they kind of butchered it. Like, this is closer to what actual Deadpool is than what was in the Wolverine movie. Deadpool's got guns. They would be aware.
Wow, guns! You mean like the security guards who traveled around my condo in Florida?
Yeah, but also...
You have a condo in Florida?
Yes, dude, it's a timeshare. That's actually why I brought you all here. You can live the American dream.
All
Alright, Owen, you wanna settle this?
right. Compelling arguments all around. Extremely compelling arguments. All right. I obviously have to give this to Lady Deadpool.
Lady Deadpool, you slut.
Guys, thank you so much. Lady Deadpool, if you could pick up your...
That's also how she defeated Magneto, I think. She just grinded up against him for 5 minutes.
All right,
Give a big round of applause to Lady Deadpool, Black Widow. Lady Deadpool, you can grab some free junk right there. Black Widow, I'm sorry you did not get one, Black Widow, because I didn't defend you. I apologize. Sorry. That will not be the last time I let a woman down this weekend.
I love how this show's off to a real mean start.
I like how we got a lot of booze. That's just the way to go.
That's the spirited debate.
Let's
Okay,
get this-
one more.
Let's get the last
Tiebreaker.
All right,
This is it.
I'm excited about this last one. We're gonna bring up Ash Ketchum and Harry Potter.
I love the crowd. Oh! Okay. All right, Jeff. I'll do Ash. Bring it on. The tables are... What did Ash just do?
I want to call your attention to how late in the game Ash is. Look at all this.
Badges.
Right off the bat, look at all these badges, okay? What? I didn't know what half of these mean. What's that one for? Ass kicking? The blue one.
That's the fog badge, I think. I think it's a fog badge.
Okay, what was as cool as ass kicking? The fog badge. The fog badge. Bitch.
What does Ash do? Ash, granted, is the greatest Pokemon trainer of all. We all know that. He travels the land, he collects all the Pokemon. That's great. Harry Potter saved the world from Voldemort. This is the point that lives, people. You think Voldemort can't take down Harry Potter, but Ash Ketchum can? Harry Potter's not going to get in the Pokeball when you throw it at him. He's going to Levioso it right back at Ash. Ash is in the Pokeball. He's going to get a taste of his own medicine. He's going to be... Harry Potter, you see where I'm going with this. Harry Potter's throwing Ash out. He's making...
Okay. My work's cut out for me. I admit that. I was just about to say that. I mean... What? What did you say?
He's still 10 years old.
Who else? Someone else.
If everyone...
It's like a really nerdy version of that scene Spartacus where everyone stands up. I am Spartacus.
If everyone would be like, just yell a reason that Ash could beat up Harry Potter, just like...
Saved the world 14 times.
Harry Potter has fought dragons. He's fought dragons. Owen, you want to weigh in here? You know, there's only one man whose opinion matters.
There's a war going on in my soul.
I want one person to make his argument. Things are going to get heated here. I want one person to stand up and be like, the furthest place to fucking drive! That's what's going to happen when you make your own decision. All right. Here's what I say.
First of all, Harry Potter.
This is coming from the heart.
My assholes are shitting.
That guy's already a lot bad. That was Lady Deadpool. All right. I got it. All to say, Ash Ketchum isn't using some magical fantasy bullshit. He's using science. He's using Dr. Oak's technology. That shit's real. That shit could happen. This is a fantasy.
That could happen. Your argument is Pokemon could happen. Because Harry Potter takes place in London.
Also, they're still making Pokemon shit, okay? J.K. Rowling, she abandoned us, okay? She's making adult books now. She's got that shit. That's in the fiction section, in the literature section.
When it comes right down to it, there's only one man whose opinion matters.
Oh, it's a lot riding on this. Oh, Parsons,
You're not going to make it out of the building
keep in
alive.
mind, you will not make it out of this auditorium alive if you make the wrong decisions.
Ash Ketchum!
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter! Epic battle! What a battle to go out on.
All right.
Please give, okay, congratulations to Harry Potter.
Contestants. Give it up for all our contestants. Harry Potter, as characters.
We will be in the Harry Potter book.
Okay. Thank you to Owen. Thanks, Owen. We'll get him back out here a little later. And here we go.
All right, yeah, please give a big round of applause to all your contestants. One more round of applause. And please welcome your first comedian of the night, contributing writer for The Onion, for Saturday Night Live, and co-host of IGN's Up at Noon, Mike Drucker.
Hey everybody, give it up for Scorpion and Bad Breakup Batman. I've always wanted to go up to the stage after booing for fictional characters. All right. Solid. By the way, the solution is just to write a story with those two characters together and make them fuck. Like, that's all you do. It's just make Harry Potter fuck Ash Ketchum. It'd be good. It'd be good-ass sex. It'd be real good. Ash would be on bottom. All right, so let's move on. That's not an O. Have you heard his voice? He would be on bottom. Let's do this. I don't dress up in costume much anymore. I had a lot of bad experiences when I was a little kid. I was a fat kid. I know I'm fat now, but I was a super fat kid. Like, if I was in a Disney sports movie, I could only play the goalie. Like, I was that type of fat. Like, my only role in the whole movie is when the bad players are skating towards the ice, my player farts and they all fall over, and everyone's like, Drucker! And then you look up that actor on IMDb and you're like, oh my god, he killed himself. That's me. That's me. I would have done it if I could have. And I was a fat kid and I was really into video games because the two are not mutually exclusive. So, one Halloween, because I was so into video games, I decided to dress up as Ryu from Street Fighter 2. Put it back on the shelf. Because every house on my block just assumed I was Chris Farley from Beverly Hills. And I went with it because I wanted that candy. And another Halloween, and I'm glad this is Comic-Con so I don't have to explain this, but I made my parents let me dress up as Simon Belmont from Castlevania. So I was this 9-year-old obese child wearing like midget-sized fetish gear. Going door to door to door, being like, where's the vampires, Kia? And I feel like my neighbors were like, I think Dennis Drucker's fucking his son. Like, that's the only explanation. But I feel even worse for my parents who had to buy that costume. Like, they had to drive up and down the Florida coast, because they don't sell like Gary Coleman-sized gimp costume at the Halloween Village. So they had to go to like sex shops and be like, do you have like a little person size? That's kind of thing. I'm like, no, we're not that fucked up. And they're like, we aren't either, I'm sorry. And eventually they found the shop that had it, and the guy who had the counter was like super into it, and he's like, oh, great night tonight? And they're like, no, disappointing son forever. And I'm not a cool guy. I know I'm not a cool guy. Here's an example though. When I was 7 years old, we had a writing assignment in my class. If you could be any animal, what would you be and why? My friend Josh wrote, I would be an eagle, because eagles can fly. And this girl in my class wrote, I would be a horse, because horses are pretty. And I wrote, I would be a jellyfish, because when you don't have a nervous system, you can't be sad. Pretty well for myself. I used to tutor kids in high school to make friends, which is sad. And one of my favorite tutoring memories is once I was tutoring this kid, and he was like, what's your GPA anyway, nerd? And I was like, 4.6. That's right, I hear those pussies getting wet. 4.6. Ladies, put your pussies away. I don't know what sex looks like. I've only seen it drawn on an urn. I don't know what it looks like. I assume it's great. No one on the forum will tell me. But he flipped. I said 4.6 and he flipped out. He was like, 4.6? Oh man, if I had a 4.6, I'd be getting my dick sucked. I was like, really? My mom usually buys me a video game. I had a weird landing to that joke. You liked it, but also hated it a lot. And here's the thing, like, my nerdiness gets in the way of my life. Like, recently, this tourist was asking me for help, and English was not his first language, which is fine, I don't mind helping anybody. But what he was trying to ask me was, where's the subway? He just wanted to know where the subway was. But what he ended up asking me was, where's the Underground Railroad? And there was like half a second where he could have shattered my reality if he just grabbed me by the shirt and was like, what year is it? I need to get home! I'm like, oh boy. Time travel. I was talking to my friend and we had that, he was like drunk and he was like, if you could go back in time and talk to yourself as a little kid, what would you say to him? And he went first, which sucks because he had this beautiful thing where he's like, I would go back in time and tell myself to enjoy the summer of 1991 because that was my last summer with my dad and I really wish I had appreciated it. I'm like, that's beautiful. And he's like, what would you say? And here's the thing. Me as a little kid would have more to say to me as an adult. Like me as a little kid would be like, you're a professional comedian and you own so many video games. You must be a millionaire. But like me as an adult to me as a little boy would be like, please exercise. Like please get on a treadmill. And he'd be like, what's sex like? And I'd be like, I'm still trying to figure it out. Please exercise. I need you to exercise. And the problem I have with dating is I always like, whenever I try to date online, I always like end up going on dates with girls that say they want a nerdy guy, and they never mean like me. When a girl online says she wants a nerdy guy, what she means is she wants a man who can play Indian music on a ukulele, and not what I am, which is a man who cries in the history museum because of the vastness of progress. Different guys. They want like Jim from The Office, and I'm like, the steam engine! It changed it all! Do you want to come back to my place? No? Okay, all right, I got it. I do. And here's the thing. I go to museums in every city I visit, and I went to the museum, the greatest museum in the world recently, and it's called the Mutter Museum. It's in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Some of you have been there probably. For those of you that haven't, go after this show. It's the Museum of Medical Abnormalities. Yeah, and it's legit. It's part of a medical school. It's all real. Like, they have books bound in human flesh. They have a woman that was so fat when she died, her body turned into soap. It's the only museum I've ever been to where I've heard a curator say to a student, yes, that is fucked up. Amazing. But the best thing / worst thing / best thing in there is they have a baby that was born without a head. Yeah, that's just how the stork brought it. And then the stork was like, I'm getting into the pickle business. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That joke. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for that joke. I love that joke, but I'm sorry for it. But what's interesting about that baby born without a head is the specimen is like 200 years old. So the label on the jar has this very cool old-timey language. And what that label says is child born without a head usually dies after childbirth because it is a condition not compatible with life. It's amazing, right? So tactful and beautiful. I wouldn't have that sort of tact if I were a doctor and my patient gave birth to a baby without a head. If I were a doctor and my patient gave birth to a baby without a head, I'd probably do the worst thing, which is like put under my chin and be like, hi, Mom! Mama! Dream of me! Hello, my baby. Hello, my darling. Now we're fun, everybody. I watch too much porn. I know. Get home at 8 o'clock, finish masturbating at 10! Woo!
What kind?
The ones where they're nice to the ladies. I don't like when they're mean to the lady. That's all my thing. That's all I have to have. Is I hate like bang bus, like when it's like they fuck and they kick him out of the van. I'm like, why did you kick her out of the van? She just had sex with you. You should get her number. Like, that's why I could never be in a porn, because the director of the porn would have to keep telling me, don't fall in love. Like my ideal porn hasn't been made yet. Like, my ideal porn would be like, the guy delivers a pizza, and then like the lady's like, you want to come inside? The guy's like, yeah, and then they fuck, and then they talk about their feelings, and then they get married. Like, that'd be good. But I am too liberal for porn, I've realized recently, because I don't know if this applies to any of you guys out here, but it applies to me. It's not fun all the way through. Like, right after it's over, I feel so bad. Like I'll be masturbating and be like, oh yeah, titties, and then I'll come and I'll be like, I'm part of the problem. Last is so terrible. You know, women are only limited in so many things. She's somebody's daughter, probably not that guy's daughter, like it says in the title, but she's somebody's daughter. I can't believe it. And then like literally 2 hours later, he'll be like, yeah, fuck her from behind, and we'll learn a lesson from it. I've literally been so depressed after masturbating that I donated to a scholarship for women, which I don't know if that's working for or against. I don't drive. That's one of the things that here's how not cool I am. I don't know how to drive, and I know that's weird. I just never learned. I'm very afraid of it. Nothing makes you feel poorer than not knowing how to drive. Like, have any of you guys ever carried your groceries home over a mile? It makes you feel like you're on the fucking Oregon trip. I've literally had it been raining and a bag of groceries snap and shatter on the ground, and I was like, we need to keep going! Milk is a good friend, but he would have wanted us to make it. And because I ride the bus all the time, I run into every crazy person in the world. Like one time I was getting off the bus late at night, and this woman with a baby tried to rush past me, and she ended up slapping her baby's face into my hands. Baby was fine, don't worry about it. But the mom flipped out at me and she went, why did you attack my baby? And I wanted to say something that would blow her mind, like, because he was going to lead the rebellion against the robots. Like smoke bomb off the bus. But I'm not that clever on the spot, so what I said was, I didn't mean to attack your baby. And it's also, that sentence is impossible to say without laughing. But because I laughed, she got mad. She's like, yes, you did. You meant to attack my baby. You're a pedophile trying to touch my baby, you pedophile. She really called me a pedophile. Because she was so mean, I got mad. And I was like, lady, I did not mean to touch your baby. It was an accident. You know, accidents like your baby. Not wrong. Not right, but I'm not wrong. Because that's what's wrong with America right now, is everyone's ready to get angry and dumb right away. Like, even our propaganda's been dumbed down. Like, do you guys know what the Army's current slogan is? It's Army Strong. That means our Army has the only, slogan, like, in the world that could have been written by the Incredible Hulk. Just like, Army Strong! Army Smash! You're like, no, Army, you're fighting a legal war for ill-conceived purposes. Army sorry! Army tired! People are so dumb. Here's how dumb people are. I was woken up at 3 in the morning by a text message that wasn't meant for me. And I knew it wasn't meant for me because it started off with the words, hey girl, and it wasn't from my dad. So right off the bat, it was like, not for me. But what it turned out to be was a guy breaking up with his girlfriend via text. Yeah, classy dude. Here's what it said word for word. Hey girl, I like being with you, but you make my heart hurt, so it's over. Yeah. Because he had poured his heart into a text message and sent it to the wrong person, I just texted back, don't give up on me. And then he texted back, who is this? And I texted back, I'm pregnant. And right back to sleep. My phone recently has started this problem where it echoes my voice back to me. I don't know if any of you guys have ever had that with your cell phone. So I'll talk and I'll hear my voice again, which sucks, because I hate the sound of my own voice. So it just sounds like there's a third person on the line making fun of me. So it'll be like, hey, you want to hang out later? You want to hang out later? Stop it, stop it! I hate you! Kill your family! What? Kill them all! Better get down to business, Chainsaw! Alright, I'll take one clap for chainsawing my family. Sure, why not? No, put it away! Put it away! But here's the thing, and I make fun of myself a lot, which is fine. I don't mind making fun of myself. But I hate when other people make fun of me. Like, I've been bullied my whole life, especially by my older sister, who's like just a total asshole. Like last Christmas, I got a stack of comic books for Christmas. Stack of comic books, which is a great gift, but she kept making fun of me. She was like, really, Mike, you're in your 20s and you're reading comic books? What, do you still think you're going to become a superhero? And that hurt my feelings. So I was like, I don't know, Tiffany. You're in your 30s and you read romance novels. Do you still think somebody's going to love you? Mike Crocker, thank you guys very much!
sequence initiated. Hacking sequence initiated.
Drop what you're doing! We got her! But sir, we're almost into the Pentagon security system. With just a few more hacks, I said drop it. This is bigger than the Pentagon. I'm talking about Martha Tisdale. Martha Tisdale? The middle-aged mother of 3? The very same.
But we've never been able to get through her security. She uses America Online. It may cost money, but she can trust it to keep her safe from us.
Yeah, why would people pay for it if it wasn't infinitely better? True though both those things may be, she slipped up. She made a post on the Betty Crocker Facebook fan page.
We could destroy her with that, doesn't she know?
She did, but her idiot son convinced her it was safe.
Oh, the fool.
Warning, unusual computer activity.
What's going on?
It looks like she's onto us. According to these Gigabyte reports, she's trying to delete her Facebook account.
She's already pressed the back button at least 4 times on the Internet Explorer.
And she liked her comment. My God, she's clicking everywhere.
Move fast!
I can't get through this Facebook password. My God, it's so complex. Something like this must use letters and numbers.
Oh, Martha, you clever fox. Find another way. We'll get this bitch no matter what it takes. Wait a minute. I think I can iCloud into her Wi-Fi and then reroute the modem through her supercomputer. Yes, do that.
Connection lost.
What?
Damn and blast! She must have moved that internet box thing away from the window.
You mean the one with the little wire and the antenna thingy?
Yes! There's no way we can beam our data through if there's a wall or firewall in place.
Not gonna let her get away, not with this close! What if we go through one of those damn video games her son's always putting on the computer? Yes, the Dooms. We can send a virus through any of those. And they're so violent. They're really
Now
violent.
downloading information. Hacking 25% complete.
Progressing, Commander.
Thank you.
Hacking 50% complete.
Continuing,
All
Commander.
right, you don't have to keep up.
Hacking 75%.
We're doing good,
Hacking interrupted.
What? No! She turned off the screen! The most important part of the computer!
I need a solution!
We could hack through her cell phone.
You think a woman like Martha Tisdale would ever post anything using a cell phone? Those things are security nightmares. She knows that as well as we do. She's so fucking smart!
Wait, it could work! It looks like her idiot son used it to comment on a Gam-Gam-style YouTube video.
Surely she would have warned about how dangerous that is.
My God, it looks like he's not heeding her warnings.
That boy does not give her the respect she deserves. Nobody does. Nobody except us. Oh, Martha Tisdale, today the mighty will fall. Where do we stand?
Tracked her son, the IP address of her son, and used that to Firefox and her Facebook account?
Good.
We are in. Okay.
It looks like she posted on the Facebook page, I love Betty Crocker Suddenly Salad. Thank you, Betty Crocker.
Jackpot. You know what to do, boys. Got it. And done. I have all her credit card numbers. Even though she's never used a credit card online? Yes. Good.
I broke her computer.
How's it broken?
It's just not working anymore.
Perfect.
It was working fine yesterday, but now it isn't. Also, the printer's making a noise.
What kind of noise?
Just a noise.
Perfect!
I've copied her entire online activity, including the one time she Googled naked people just for kicks.
Send all this information to the National Organization of Hackers. I want everyone to have this.
Hacking complete.
We did it, Martha. We won. Not because your idiot son wouldn't listen to you. You know, he never does. He never does. What's up, Priscilla?
It's Skrilla. I don't know what it is. He keeps playing it on the things with all the beeps and the whoops. I don't know what it's all about.
Man, I love walking up on this stage in a Batman costume. It is fun. Keep it up with the hardly working all-star players, everybody. I really do. This song is working. Interesting. I'm just gonna hop over here for a second. Okay, there we go. That was awesome, and I want to make up for it by sharing my favorite Comic-Con memory with you guys, which is now this, but until tonight, my favorite Comic-Con memory, because I really do love coming here, and this happened a few years ago, and you will know it's happened a few years ago because the story actually revolves around the TV show Numbers. Do you guys remember Numbers? Some Numbers fans out there? If you guys don't remember Numbers, do you remember Num 3RS? Same show. If you were watching Num 3RS, that was Numbers. Numbers, for those of you that don't recall, was a CBS detective show, but instead of using science to solve crimes like they do on CSI, they used math. So the audience was just primarily bored high school kids getting a movie on Friday or something, and but this one year at Comic-Con, we were here on Saturday morning, and we were walking by, and I just heard this conversation. I just walked by. Sometimes you just pick up a conversation. You're walking by, and these guys, one turned to the other, and he said, "Hey man, did you catch that new episode of Numbers last night?" And his friend went, "Sucked." And it was just like an internet comment message board had sprung to life and taken physical form in front of me. And what made that such a special Comic-Con moment for me, what I loved about it, was how much you could tell from how little was said. First of all, this first guy, not only is he watching new episodes of Numbers on Friday night, he is able to assume that his friend is equally lonely. And he's right. He is so right that his friend doesn't even have to answer with a sentence. He just answers, it's just a sound effect of, and in that noise is contained the sentiment of, yeah, I saw Numbers, and I know your next question. Did it suck? Answer, it sucked. And I don't want to sound like I'm picking on them, because I'm currently wearing a Batman costume in a big glass house. But I just wish they could take that friendship to the next level and start watching Numbers together. Or maybe one of them tried and the other guy was like, "Oh, I can't have other people over while Numbers is on. That's why I got rid of the cat." Because it would be one thing if he was like, "Oh, yeah, I saw Numbers. It was amazing. I mean, the crime solving, the math, it was way better than hanging out with other people." But instead, he was disappointed by it. He's not even enjoying it anymore. He's like, "Yeah, I saw it, but I missed season 2, when it was really about the numbers." All right, you guys ready for your last comedian of the night? Quick reminder, as I see cameras going on all around.